Imagine sitting in a perfectly silent exam hall. An invigilator is walking the aisles, looking for cheat sheets or hidden phones, but they walk right past a student wearing standard-looking glasses, completely unaware that those lenses are projecting AI-generated answers directly onto the student's retinas.
I mean, it is just wild to think about.
It really is. Welcome to today's deep dive into the UK News Digest for Thursday, June 4, 2026. Okay, let's unpack this. We were looking at what happens when invisible modern forces completely collide with rigid, ancient traditions.
And just to set the stage for you listening, whether we are reviewing highly charged political updates like Greater Manchester Mayor Andy Burnham's policies or, Nigel Farage's £5 million personal gift, our mission today is strictly impartial reporting.
Right.
We're just looking at the mechanics of the source material, nothing more.
Exactly. We're looking at the how, not picking sides. So let's go back to those smart glasses. How is this invisible tech dismantling things?
Well, Ofqual is actually sounding the alarm on this right now, because our entire academic regulatory system relies on isolating a human brain.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But wearables, like invisible earpieces and smart glasses, they bypass that entirely. And standard human invigilators just have no physical way to police it.
It is like modern exam invigilators are club bouncers trying to check invisible IDs. I mean, if we can't even secure a GCSE exam room, how do we secure national systems?
Well, you are touching on the exact thematic connection we see with campaign finance. It is the same technological regulatory gap.
Oh, right, with Reform UK.
Exactly. Reform UK just bypassed traditional party funding norms, securing £9 million in private donations. And it is largely coming through crypto entrepreneurs like Ben DeLolo.
Hold on, let me stop you there. Crypto is essentially just money, right? Why does that break the rules? Can't the Electoral Commission just track a massive donation the same way they'd track a normal bank wire?
They really can't, and that is the core issue here. Traditional finance laws rely on centralized banking clearinghouses to verify where money comes from. But crypto moves across decentralized borderless networks.
Oh, wow. So it just slips through.
Yeah, so when a crypto entrepreneur donates £4 million, or Nigel Farage gets that £5 million personal gift from a crypto billionaire, it bypasses all those built-in tracking mechanisms. It is moving so fast that the government is actually considering a complete moratorium on direct crypto donations.
Are public systems just breaking under the weight of modern expectations? Because you look at the physical operational strain right now, and it is everywhere.
Yeah, you are seeing legacy systems snapping.
I mean, look at London. Transit gridlock everywhere because of the RMT tube strikes. And that is all over a controversial, compressed 4-day work week.
Right. They tried to force a modern schedule onto a 20th century transit model, resulting in union pushback over driver fatigue.
Exactly. And then tragically, you see similar operational tension in Devon. The Royal Navy is mourning 3 highly distinguished personnel lost in a really demanding night-flying helicopter assessment.
It is just immense human and operational strain.
And then there is the policing strain. That tragic stabbing in Southampton sparked awful far-right violence. And certainly, officers are caught in these intense national debates regarding religious exemptions for the Sikh Gurpan.
What is fascinating here is how these legacy systems, designed for very binary outcomes, are trying to handle hyper-connected, complex crises. But then you look at how physical infrastructure is surviving this disruption.
Like Nissan.
Exactly. Nissan just struck a landmark deal to share its massive Sunderland plant with the Chinese automotive brand Chery.
Wait, really? Sharing their own factory?
Yeah, to offset severe financial losses. Nissan has the physical footprint, but Chery has the market momentum. So to keep the lights on, they essentially have to rent out space to a competitor.
But here's the crazy split screen for you. While legacy heavy industry adapts just to survive, the leisure economy is absolutely booming. I mean, the UK is investing £1.3 billion in public funds to support a massive new universal resort in Bedfordshire.
Right. Comcast is projecting 8.5 million visitors in its first year alone. It is a huge pivot.
It is such a bizarre contrast. We are building this futuristic £6 billion mega resort on one hand. And in the very same news digest, we have the logistical nightmare of transporting the fragile 11th century BU tapestry to London.
Which, by the way, carries an £800 million taxpayer liability.
Exactly. It perfectly captures the UK right now, caught between desperately preserving its ancient heritage while bracing for a radically different future, which honestly explains why everyone is embracing the Blobesance.
Blobesance?
Yeah, that bizarre, nostalgic revival of the 90s Tiki character, Mr. Blobby. When your institutions are breaking and the future feels chaotic, sometimes you just want to buy vintage merchandise of a giant pink blob.
Well, it is a very human reaction to systemic overload, but let's leave you with this to chew on. We've seen how smart glasses quietly dismantle academic integrity and how crypto wealth bypasses decades of electoral finance laws.
Yeah.
If invisible technology can dismantle those pillars overnight, what foundational societal rule of your own life will technology quietly render obsolete next?